You're not burned out because you can't handle it. You're tired because you've been building your business on a foundation that was never meant for you. In this episode, I'll show you how to reclaim your energy and results without adding more to your plate. We're flipping the script on how to scale sustainably. If you've been quietly resenting the quote, right way to grow, keep listening, because the path forward isn't more hustle. It's coming home to how you're meant to lead. Hi, welcome to the Connect with Sheila Botelho podcast. I'm committed to helping you reconnect to your purpose, elevate your well-being, and build your version of a happy, successful life. You're listening to a minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. If you've been finding it harder than usual to show up with your usual clarity and momentum, even though everything technically looks like it's working, this episode is going to feel like a breath of fresh air because I want to offer a reframing that might surprise you. You're not burned out. You're just tired of doing it their way. Now, there's a difference between true burnout and a slow internal realization that something about your way of working no longer fits. And I've experienced this myself, and what I've seen time and again with my clients and in my own seasons of growth is that what we often label as burnout is actually a kind of quiet grief, the kind that surfaces when you realize the version of success you once strived for has become too tight to grow inside of. So maybe you've optimized everything, like your calendar and content, all of your systems, and yet you still feel like you're dragging your energy through the day. Perhaps the things you used to love about your business have started feeling more like obligations. Maybe you've built a strong reputation for being the one people rely on, but lately you're not sure who you get to be outside of that role. This is what I invite you to hear. Your exhaustion isn't a problem to fix. It's a signal to listen to. One of my clients, let's call him Dave, came to me after scaling quickly in his consulting business. On paper, everything was dialed in. He had consistent revenue, referrals rolling in, and he had a team who really respected him. But he said something that had me stop for a moment. And he said, "It all works. I just don't feel in it anymore. I feel like I built something successful that I no longer want to be inside of." And this is really when our conversation took a turn, because this was a moment when he was realizing his success was no longer in alignment with his energy, his values, and his vision. He just didn't want to hustle harder, right? You may feel this sometimes. You just feel like you need to rebuild from more of a resonant place. So here's what I invite you to consider. What if your next level isn't about doing more, but about doing it differently? And what if growth looked like fewer decisions, not more decisions? Things that gave you more clarity instead of more complexity. So here is the thought of the day that I hope you carry into your week. The edge that you're looking for isn't in what you add, it's in what you release. The permission to do it your way, more efficiently, more intuitively, more sustainably. It's not a reward for having proven yourself. It is a necessity for continuing to grow. Because what Dave and I uncovered was it wasn't that he just wanted to walk away from his business, even though it felt like that in the moment. It was that he wanted to show up differently. And guess what? He gets to show up differently. He gets to create from a different place. And he had the foundation set already to be able to do that. So if you're feeling resistance, if you're procrastinating more than usual, if you're rebuilding your calendar constantly through the week and you're still ending up depleted, it's not because you're falling behind or there's something wrong with you. It's because your body and your business are asking you to make a shift. And that shift might look like restructuring how you deliver what you're doing so they match your actual energetic availability. And it may involve restructuring your team a little so that they can support and pick up those areas that you just don't want to be a part of in this season right now. It might look like turning down a high-profile opportunity because you don't need another dopamine hit. You really need space. And it may look like revisiting what success means to you today, not 5 years ago when you first built this thing. So this is what evolution looks like. It happens for all of us. We don't often hear about the fatigue that comes from not doing too much, but from doing the wrong things for too long. It's real. And when you get honest about that, everything opens up. Your business becomes lighter, your messaging becomes clearer, your relationships start to reflect what you actually value, not just what you tolerate. And most importantly, you stop chasing momentum and start becoming the person who creates it. That is the work that I guide people through in the Seasons Growth Accelerator. It's not about downloading another system. It's about upgrading the way you relate to your business so it grows in harmony with you. So if this episode hits home, let me leave you with one small step. It's a question for you, of course. Ask yourself, where in your business are you still following rules you never consciously agreed to? Start there. Often we just follow the path of what everyone else is doing. And while that can be so helpful because it can save us time in reinventing the wheel, we do get to question along the way. So let that question, where in your business are you still following rules you never consciously agreed to? Let it show you the next lever to release, the next system to simplify, or the next yes that might actually need to become a not right now. You're not burned out. You're just ready for your business to meet you where you're actually at right in this moment. And that's not a step back. It's the most powerful move that you can make. If you've been loving the Connect podcast, it would mean the world if you tap follow and leave me a quick review. It helps more incredible people like you find these conversations. And if you're ready to step into this next season of growth in full alignment, download the Embodied Success Method and meditation in the show notes. I so appreciate you. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on another episode. Big blessings.